keep trying to continue to do what I'm doing. Today, I'm going to make my dinner and my lunches or whatever for the rest of the week. I'm going to make savory garlic chicken that I made years ago from a Lipton soup recipe, which is, I don't see it on the box anymore, but it's from my head, so I remember that. So, and I added of course, a few of my own things. Now, this is what we're using. Okay, I have about 6 pounds of chicken wings and chicken thighs in my box, and I already seasoned it with my own seasoning, no salt. I use onion powder. I sprinkle it on both sides. I use Chef Pouillon toasted garlic and onion. I used some garlic and parsley, and garlic and parsley does not have any salt in it. And I use some thyme, and the thyme, of course, doesn't have any salt in it. It's ground thyme. And I use some organic, no salt seasoning here. And, you know, I put everything on this, just seasoning with no salt. Because the salt is coming from this savory herb and garlic chicken soup mix. So that's all we need. We don't need no more salt in this stuff. Okay. Now, I have 3 packages of this savory garlic and onion soup mix. The 2 comes in a pack, so I have 3 in here because I have about 6 pounds of chicken here. And I'm going to put in some olive oil and some water and mix it together, and it makes a paste, and you'll see what I'm doing. I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to put in some olive oil, and I'd say, I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons full of olive oil. 2, 3, okay. And some water. This is half a cup of water, but I'm gonna put it in just see how much I really need. And then you just stir it in until it makes a paste. And you see, it's making a paste. As simple as that. That's all we're doing. So it made a paste. It's a little, yeah, it's not real thick and it's not real thin. It's perfect, actually. And the only oil that's coming on here, of course, is from this olive oil. Nothing else. So we're putting it on here. As I said, I sprinkled all my chicken on both sides. Of course, I cleaned it and washed it. So, and now I got it all prepared so I can show you this part. I'm putting it on the chicken. Just spreading on the chicken. That's all. The oven is preset to 350 degrees, and it's going to stay in the oven for at least an hour, covered. Then after that, I'm going to take it out the oven, and actually I'm going to take off the covering, and I'm going to leave it in the oven for maybe another half an hour, and until it's done and it has a nice coating on it. So I want to take about half of this mixture and put it on, and I'm going to turn it over. And quite honestly, I want it to last a little longer. I'm going to put a little water in it to make it a little thinner, because I want it to last on both sides. So now if you're doing this with like maybe 2 pounds of chicken, you just use 1 pack of this savory garlic and onion mixture, and that's it. So it depends on how much chicken you're making, but today I'm making about 6 pounds. So that we have everything we need for the week. And you'll often see me doing something on the weekend because I need my food for the week, and I don't cook usually when I get home. I get home very late, so I will not be cooking when I get home. Not something I do, no. Now, I'm gonna turn it over. My hands are clean, and I'm using my hands because I'm just turning this over. Just turning them all over so that I could put the seasoning on the rest of the chicken on the other side. So everything gets a little bit of the seasoning on it. And I've been making this chicken like this for years, 30 years probably. I've been making this chicken. And I personally like it because although I will eat fried chicken, I don't particularly like fried chicken. Although I would easily eat fried chicken, although I make fried chicken, I don't really like fried chicken. I like my chicken baked for the most part. All right, I turned them all over. Now I'm going to put this on the back end. Put just a little bit more water on this. Make it a little more runnier. And it'll go all over the rest of this chicken. Okay. And it'll be superb. Superb. It'll be very good. You can see, I'm just brushing it on here. And it got a lot of flavor because of my, because I'm getting a little cold. And it's got a lot of flavor in because of all the spices I put on here. You know, and spices is what really makes your food taste good. You really don't need a lot of Lowry seasoning salt with a whole bunch of salt and things on your food, because we get enough salt in our diet, really, that you don't really need to add all kinds of extra salt to your food. And your food will taste wonderful if you just stop adding all that salt and put some seasoning in there. You know, use some thyme and use some other herbs. And garlic and onion is one of the best things you could use. So if you would just stop putting so much salty things all over your food, and you just put more herbs in your food, you will find out that it really tastes good. And you won't have any high blood pressure problems and stuff like that because of all of the seasonings that you put. And you know McDonald's is full of salt. So really, you need to learn how to cook at home, eat from home, and then you know what you're eating. And that's what you should really do. And also, try to eat the proper portion size. I think that's most important than anything else, is eating the portion size, the correct portion size. If you eat the correct portion size, you can eat anything you want. But just don't eat it all the time. Okay? So, now I'm going to cover this up. It's got a little air that's going to come in here. This is my big baking pan that my uncle gave me years ago, because he said, definitely you cook all the time, and you need a big pan for our big family. So he gave me this big old pan, and this is one of the times I use this pan. Thank you, Uncle Raymond. Thank you so much. I know he's not with us anymore, but I'm sure he hears me. And into the oven it goes at 350 degrees, and it will stay here for an hour, and I'll check on it in an hour and probably take the top off. So I'll see you soon when it's time for us to look back at this, okay? Thank you. See you soon. Okay, you're back in my kitchen, and I'm going to go into the oven and see what it looks like. It's been in this case, it's been in about 2 hours because on 350. So it's going kind of slow, but it'll be okay. And that's still gonna be in here because I want it to get browned. So you're only seeing the stove right now, but that's okay. Okay, I'm taking it out. And I'm uncovering it. Let's see what it looks like. All right. You guys can see that. It's almost done. Putting it back in though. So what I wanted you to see is how it looks. And I want it back in the oven for about another 20 minutes. And then I'm going to turn it over for another 20 minutes. But I want you guys to see what it looks like. Also, notice that I have foil paper around my pan because it makes for easy cleanup. So I do this all the time so I don't have to scrub the pan as much. So remember, that's a trick. Put foil at the bottom of your pan all the time if you don't want to be trying to clean this stuff up all the time. So I'll see you in about another hour. Bye. Okay, this is how the chicken looks after it's been back in the oven for 20 minutes. And as you can see, I'm going to turn them over to the other side. And you actually can see that this chicken is done. All I'm trying to do is get some brown on both sides of the chicken. So you can see. And you see how this chicken soup mix makes a nice broth in the bottom of the pan. So I want you guys to see this part as I'm turning it all over. These are chicken wings, the wingettes. Got a pretty good deal at Costco on these fresh chicken wings. Organic, I believe. Whatever they want to call them. Organic, I believe. See, all I really want to do is toss them in this sauce turned over and then put them back in for like another 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. And these babies will be done. It'll be time to eat. The last one looks like everybody got turned over. Everybody got a little love right now. Okay, babies. I'm putting it back in the oven for another half an hour, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. It's a rainy day back here in New York, and I'm finishing up my garlic and herb chicken. And this chicken has been in the oven for 2 hours approximately. Actually, no, it's more like 3 hours almost approximately, because I kept it in for like 2 hours. Then I took the foil off of it, put it back in for 20 minutes, then put it and turned everything over, and put it back in for another 30 minutes, and here it is, and it's done. And it looks good. So if you guys like my recipe, by the way, before we even do all that, I'm just gonna taste a little bit of it because I actually love this chicken. So I'm gonna taste a little in front of you people. In front, it's really hot. But I'm gonna try to taste it, taste it, taste it. My chicken. It's good chicken. You guys gotta try it. It's really easy. If you have nothing to do, like on a day like this, it's raining, just put it in the oven. Big deal. Go do something else. It's fine. So, everybody, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll have all the links to this recipe at the bottom of this page. of this video. And guys, have a good night. Bye-bye.